Mint here, bringing you a guide on how to make gold with enchanting. Now, you can make up to 700% profit with this auction house flip, and the only requirement for it is that you can do Maelstrom Shatter on your enchanter. And that's pretty much it. Now, you have two ways of doing this. One is to actually do the auction house flip and buy the Maelstrom crystals and turn them into heavenly shards. The second one I'm going to get into later. Now, for the first one, it's very simple because right now there is a huge need for heavenly shards of Maelstrom crystals because of the Tones of Illusion. That means that there's a pretty decent demand for them that wasn't there before. And I found out on my server the prices are very strange. Like the Maelstrom crystals are going for 10 gold each, while the heavenly shards are going for 42 gold each. Which is pretty strange because to create two heavenly shards, you need one crystal, or Maelstrom crystal that is. Now, that is literally 700% profit on my server at that price. So right away, as soon as I saw that, I went in and just went balls to the walls pretty much and just bought all those Maelstrom crystals that were up for 10 gold each. Now, I ended up buying 357 Maelstrom crystals, which ended up costing me 3,827 gold. Obviously, I crafted all of those into heavenly shards on my enchanter, which ended up being 714 shards, which will sell, or are selling right now, for 42 gold each. And if we calculate all that up, that ends up being 29,988 gold. Profit for that would be 26,161 gold for crafting those shards in like 5 minutes. The only real time investment would be just to post in the auction house and sit there and actually check for undercuts and such. Again, because this is 714 shards, I cannot post all of those at once. That means I will have to incrementally post those and just sell them over a period of time. Now, the reason I bought so many is because I think the price will be very stable, or it will shift very little. Like even if the shards go down to like 20 gold each, or even 10 gold each, I would be at a profit. Like 10 gold each for a shard, that would be 100% profit because I bought these crystals for 10 gold each, and I make 2 from each, so that's 100% profit. Again, I'm not worried long term that the prices will be profitable for me. That's why I have so many, and I expect to sell them over a period of time and to make pretty decent profit. Now, as I've said, I have a lot of shards stockpiled. Now, you don't want to post all of these at once. That means you have to check, and there's a website called wowauction.com. I'll put a link in the description, and there you can check about roughly, this is not really accurate, but you can roughly check how many of these shards are sold each day on average. So you want to post at that number target, or you can post a bit under to be safer. This way you will not overflood the market, and there is a pretty good chance that it will sell and you will not lose as much on posting prices. Again, it is very low, like a couple of copper to post like 10 shards, which is not that much. The second way of doing it, which will ensure that you will have a profit regardless of the price of the crystals, is actually disenchanting all your Cataclysm epics you do from your weekly Cataclysm raise if you do that for gold. Obviously, for this, the character you're running the dungeon has to actually have enchanting on him, but usually because you get 1 crystal per epic and you get 2 shards per crystal, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, the price of those shards will be higher than the vendor price of the item, especially for those like lower items. Like for weapons, maybe it won't be that, but as prices stand as they are now, there is no item that vendors for the higher price than like what 80 gold per crystal that you get technically. So it would be very, very good to like triple, quadruple even the gold you get from your Cataclysm runs on your enchanters, which is a very, very good thing because nowadays almost everybody runs those Cataclysm heroics for raw gold. So why not even you be more efficient with your time and actually get more gold because you have an enchanter that can run them? That's pretty much it. So once you farm those crystals, just do the same steps as above. Turn them into shards, post them at the auction house. Try not to overflood because that will drive the price down. There's a low chance, or you will have expired auctions because there's not enough of a demand, even though the demand is high. Now, this is talking in the pre-patch. The Legion hasn't launched yet. the majority of the players haven't came back yet, even though some did for the pre-patch, obviously, but the majority will be coming on launch day. So that's when the demand will be the highest. So I'm expecting even for a price to rise or even to stay at the same price point, but to actually have increased demand, so people buy more often, so we'll be able to get rid of your shards faster and make all that gold back, and you can even repeat the process and do it weekly with cataclysm farming. You're seeing Dragon Souls in the background. I only had that one open on this week with my Enchanting, which is the Druid. Not that geared, so he might run into some issues, which he did on Hagara, like her special phase. I didn't manage to kill her before it, and it ended up being the lightning phase, which you cannot solo, so I had to wait through the entire phase before the shield runs out. I can kill her. If it was the frost phase, I could have ran through it easily and killed her much faster, which added like 4 to 5 minutes of my actual raid time. So that was kind of unfortunate, as well as I messed up my DPS on Ultraxion, which made me die in the first pool. So again, that added time as well. But in the end, usually I don't really run Deathwing, that is Spine, and the last one, because I really can't really solo them because my characters are very undergeared, and I can't really be asked to do it. But I usually get like 1,000 gold, both raw gold, like all raw gold, if I sell everything. But this way I got, let's see here, I got 62 shards, which ended up being 2.5k gold on its own, plus about 350, 400 gold vendor, actual raw gold. So that's 3 times more gold than if I were to just run it without an enchanter and actually sell everything. So that is, as I said, tripling your gold income from a dungeon. If you enjoyed the guide and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe so you can be updated on my future content in the pre-patch as well as in Legion. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you have any suggestions, put them down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.